Recently, there have been rumors of a mythical being in my village. Now, my village is no stranger to omnipotent threats. Last week, my villagers tussled with Zeus. Then the week before, they fought off Diablo. And just yesterday, they fought off the most villainous creature known to man, my ex-wife, LaShonda. But this new threat is nothing like which they've ever faced. A few weeks ago, I passed a law in my village completely banning the use of birch wood. Birch looks so disgusting to me that I only permitted it to be used for crafting, so I never had to see it. But that's when strange things began to happen. There was a farm a few miles east that was the primary source of wheat for my village. It was run by a humble family that cherished their modest lifestyle. But one day my village stopped receiving supplies from them, and when I went to go check it out, the family was nowhere to be found, seemingly replaced by 4 birch trees. The trend continued, with villagers disappearing daily, only for the police to find a birch tree where they normally would be. Eventually, my villagers came to the conclusion that the village was cursed, and that the birch god had it out for us. So they built giant birch statues and erected massive birch temples to try to appease the god, which actually seemed to work for a time. But I simply couldn't stand idly by and watch them butcher my once beautiful village with their disgusting birch monstrosities. So in the middle of the night, I snuck out of my house and torched everything that was made out of birch. Cursed be damned. I'd much rather us all to succumb to the forces unknown as opposed to living in a revolting birch village. The following day, I held a town hall meeting to inform my villagers of what I had done. But right before the meeting began, that's when I saw him. Standing at the back of the room was a man completely made out of birch. And before I had time to call my guards, the entire room went black. When I regained consciousness, the Birch Man was gone, and all of my villagers had been turned into birch trees. Reluctantly, I chopped them all down and burned them, since being turned into a birch tree was a fate far worse than death. And as I gazed into the flames, I couldn't help but to wonder, was Birch Man still out there somewhere? And if he truly did exist, then are all birch trees really just poor souls that crossed his path? I guess we'll never know.